Hi everybody, we do a embargo please for 10:30 this evening, and any questions in Spanish, do we have some Spanish questions today? We take at the end before the embargo please.
Hello Pep. You've always said that you will be faithful to your style of football, but given the way you were defeated by Leicester and the recent run of games that you've been in with 4 wins in 15, do you feel as if you're in a situation now whereby you may have to make changes or compromises in order to be successful?
No.
Not at all?
No way. We're going to play the way I feel, making mistakes and improve the mistakes. But I cannot do something I don't feel.
So do you feel as if this is a long-term project that you have to go through in order to make sure that in the long term you are successful, but there will be problems along the way?
Football doesn't exist long projects. You have to win immediately. If you don't win, you will be in trouble. But when you don't win, is because there are many reasons because you don't win. Maybe because the opponent is better. But it's improved what you are not going properly. And it's a mistakes, of course. Always when we want to make a mistakes, is you have to minimize that mistakes to win the games. I believe in that. I believe in what I like to play. So I'm sorry, I'm not able to do that. So the boss and the chairman are going to decide, but there's no way.
Clearly, Pep, you're very confident. I'm sorry. You're very confident in the way that you are, the way that you work, with your track record and everything that goes with it. How do you transfer the confidence to the players, because they seem to be struggling with confidence at the moment?
Yeah, that is my job. Yeah. That is my job. So, but only, for example, only I want is play like we Chelsea did. It's not long time ago what happened. Long time ago. So I know any one of yours, you saw the game, but I saw the game again, and we didn't deserve what happened. But football is something like that. So sometimes it's craving is 1 meter for the goal to score the second goal in that moment when Sergio shoot without the goalkeeper. In that moment, we'll be on top in league. And now we are 7 points down. So sometimes the football is something like this happen, but you have to improve because we make a lot of mistakes in a situation. So I can to discover how I can help my players, because the players doesn't want to make a mistake. The players suffer the same like me, or the same the staff, or the same like people, and you have to minimize that. And because it's tough for us, so we can debate absolutely, but after 4 minutes to Nina Leicester, the last championship, we cannot forget that they were much better last season than us, and still remain, except maybe Kanté, the other remains the same idea, the same stuff, so they are a good team, but after 2-0, the 4 minutes, the plan or what we thought is always difficult, but we tried, we were there, and but in the boxes we make a mistake, especially in defensive, we have to, but not defensive for the back four individual, the guys too. When that's happened, always I think, what can I help to help them? I never feel like I'm here and say the reason why would that guy or that back four or that players play not good, that's why you reason. So the reason why I'm here is to help them to not make a mistake. And what happened, I am the main person to blame. So, and what I am thinking, what I have to do to help them without changing, because I believe in that, in the way, of course, adapting, what I said for the long time, adapting the particularities have that league. So that league you cannot make high pressing. Why high pressing? And immediately put it in the channel. And the central defenders or the strikers are stronger than our central defenders, or win the ball and immediately like here, sometimes it's false, sometimes yes, sometimes not, go the throw in, it's not quick, wait, 10 plays in the box, put the ball there. Of course I have to do that, but that means change the way you believe in football. What I'm going to do? Going to put 4 central defenders. I'm going to change our strikers. Our striker is Kelechi Agüero, and now it's Gabriel Jesus. Our midfield players, so Kevin De Bruyne, Silva, Gundogan, Yaya Toure, a little bit Fabian Delph is a little bit more typical, more aggressive in the tackles. Okay, in the way you play, but you have to play in the way we play with this kind of players, and that is the best way. Because we thought, that club thought for the long time, because Manuel came here to play this kind of football with this kind of players, and we have to try on that. It's not going too well. Of course, long-term projects don't exist in football. When it doesn't happen, another guy has to be in charge, because you have to win. Of course, the club has to prepare in the long term, the club, of course. Cannot win, it depends on one result, but the coaches, the managers, who have to win. When you don't win, something is going to happen.
Pep, do you think that English football, the media, us pundits, fans of other clubs, want you to fail?
Pundits? Why?
Si creus que els mitjans, els fans, volen que tu fracassis.
Why?
Because you've never failed before.
Always is a once in a life.
No,
Why the fans would be my fail when never happened before? I never would be sacked, and I don't know the reason why. So I think our fans wants to win the games, and when
Not your fans, but
The fans around the world.
You're regarded as the greatest manager in the world.
Yeah.
And there may be a perception that, well, we'd quite like it if you came to England and you didn't do well because you're so great, but we don't want you to be great. Not me personally.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Personally.
now you're so kind. Thank you. You not. The other yes, but you not. Okay, good. So I don't know. I'm not in the media world. I don't know in there. So I think when always we buy the success, guys. So you want to imitate the guy who has success, and when you have success, he's good. When that's happened, so I tried to do. So I did it in my former clubs, and I would do here. So I thought maybe it would be shorter to adapt here, and maybe it will be longer if they have patience. I am very sure that is going to happen. But if the people are happy because we are not going to win, or I'm going to fail, so nothing can say. So it doesn't matter.
Pep, you mentioned success, but it's always said that you learn more in failure, in mistakes, than in success. So what have you learned then so far with some of the mistakes maybe that you have made?
Here you have to control the second ball and wait the decision of the referees. So you have to control that. Without that, you cannot survive. So in many other countries, the people. So most of the times, the people is more time high on the floor. So in this kind of balls, it's uncertain. When one guy has the ball in his feet, the people knows what's going to happen. When the ball is there, anybody knows what's going to happen. And that's why the football is more unpredictable here, because the ball is more in the air, in the floor, and that's why. So you have to control that. And in the past, in the way they play in other countries, you cannot to be so focused on that kind of things. But the second goal, for example, the second goal in Leicester, it was a throw-in. The second ball is a goal. But I understood the English football the day I saw one game. It was at home. So Swansea Crystal Palace, 5-4, 9 goals, 8 set pieces. You have to control that, and we are not able right now to control that. So 8 goals from 9, the set pieces. So the ball is a stop, it's control, it's corners, throw-ins, faults. 8 goals from 9, it was like this. That is English football, and I have to adapt, because never before I didn't live that. Because of course there are corners, of course there are many things, but not in that kind of influence in the game. And where the teams are really good making that. Because Eleni and all the strikers from, for example, Watford, they are good in this kind. They are good with the ball, because I'm not talking about they are not good with the quality in the short spaces, but they are strong and they use that. So, and like I am new here, I have problems. But all coaches, long time ago here, also they have problems in that. So not only Pep, so the other ones. So, but of course it's just 6 months living here, so I have to, of course, to improve on that. And our team, you have to learn on that. When we are able to control a little bit more that, and most of the times is when you have a lot of balls and far away, you are going to avoid that many times. And after when that's going to happen, because it's impossible to control during 90 minutes, but we were able in the beginning of the season to do that. In West Bromwich Albion, for example, it's an amazing team on that, and we control through our game. In Stoke City, we did it through our game. So, but when that's going to happen, you have to improve. If not, you cannot survive here. No way, because they are really good. So English football is that. So you are really good making this kind of action in that football.
Hi Pep. After what's happened off the field concerning Yaya Toure, are there any concerns about his state of mind ahead of the game tomorrow? Is he in the right frame of mind to play?
He's ready to play. What could not play, for example?
Just after what's happened off the field concerning the court.
For what happened there?
Yes, is he
the
okay?
court.
Is he?
He will not drive for the next time. That is sure. He will be chauffeur. Driver. Okay.
So he's in the squad as normal, is he?
Yeah. If you have a problem, so the club can say something about that, but I think the court make the decision.
I know you will have looked at Watford. What have you learnt from watching them? What sort of opposition will they be tomorrow?
They can play with 5 in the back and the 4 in the back. They are really good strikers, all three. I love it. I love them. So I like them. They are really good in set pieces, especially in the left side. The whole the throw-ins put in the box. The right side, not too much side, but the left side. They are with confidence, and they won at home with very good teams. So I don't think so. It's not quite different. For example, Leicester game or a Stoke City game or West Bromwich Albion game. It just changed a little bit the quality of the players, because at the end, Rondon, for example, West Brom is similar or quite similar quality for strikers from Watford, and I think the idea will be simple. Using the goalkeepers, they don't make it up. Goalkeepers, long ball, true strikers, win the duels, leave the ball, crosses. So that is, I think, is going to happen. And of course, in that moment, the defenders are a little bit better than our strikers, and the strikers are a little bit better than our defenders. And you have to try to win that situations a little bit more often than the last games, and of course change because the results we had in the last month and a half, so they are not for Manchester City, and of course we have not defend. I know how to defend. I'm just talking about when you are attacking, you are killing me. So you are right. So the results we did in the past, I cannot defend. But the way you have to solve, I know what I want to do, what I want to do, to try to get it better.
Pep, do you think you're failing because you're top 4 in the Premier League, you're in the round of the 16 in the Champions League, you've beaten Barcelona, so is the team failing, or do you think it's better than the general view of the situation is?
Give me time, come on.
No, I mean, do you think...
If you analyze the last month and a half, okay, see, I'm fair. You are right, I'm
No, that's Pep.
So it's okay, give me time.
I'm not saying you... Do you think...
Sir Alex Ferguson, my idol, was 11 years to win the first Premier League. So Liverpool is 25 years old, didn't win the Premier League. So I need time. I said from the beginning. So from the beginning of my here. So
No, but
I need time.
Do you think you are? I mean, the perception is that you're failing. But do you think you're failing because you're in the Champions League round of 16? You're in the top 4.
Okay.
Do you think that you're failing? Or do you
the last month, I have to accept, or we have to accept, like a team, like a club. I have to accept because I am the manager. So I have the manager. I have to accept it's not going well. So the results, the last 4 games at home, we didn't win. We scored 4 goals in 4 games at home. So it's not. I don't have defense on that. So by the way, it's not changing what you believe. It's improve what you believe. That is a little bit my perception now. But in that world, so when it doesn't work and you don't win games, you have to be strong and accept all of your opinions, the former players, the media, the fans, the managers. So because you don't win. So in here is not long term. You have to accept that. But I hope they'll give me a little bit more time to try it.
Okay, guys, any questions in Spanish, please?
Bona tarda, Pep. Dani Gil, de Mundo Deportivo. Una altra ensopegada a la Premier us allunyaria massa de les possibilitats de guanyar-la?
No ho sé, ja ho veurem.
Another defeat, another bad result of the team in the Premier League would mean to say goodbye to the fighting for the Premier League, considering the rivals, how strong they are. I don't know, we will see.
Hola Pep, aquí Antonio Fuentes para Deportes 4. Ha dicho Stan Collymore que va a volver a España con el rabo entre las piernas. ¿Qué le parece esas declaraciones?
Stan Collymore said he's going back. Ah, que yo.
Que vas a volver.
Ah, yo.
Sí,
Había entendido él. Ah, yo. Pues mala suerte. Pues vendrá otro.
¿Pero cree que puede pasar? ¿Está de acuerdo con lo que ha dicho?
Pregúnteselo a él.
Gracias.
So Stan Collymore has wrote today criticizing your methods and that you would be back to Spain with your tail between your legs. So bad luck, another one will come.
Okay, guys, we run the embargo, please, for 10:30 this evening.